welcome to the LaFleur Lounge. Welcome. I'm your host, Big Just LaFleur. And hey, man, the verdict is out. I ain't even gonna hold y'all no more. Let's look. Torey Lanez found guilty of the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion on all charges, all three. A day and a half deliberation. Let's read this real quick. Torey Lanez is guilty of shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot back in 2020. A jury has decided. The verdict came in Friday just before the holiday, where a group of LA jurors has found the Canadian rapper guilty of all three charges against him. Felony negligent discharge of a firearm, assault with a semi-automatic firearm, and carrying a loaded and unregistered firearm. After the verdict was read, several members of Torey's family shouted, calling the jurors evil. Torey was filmed entering the court before the verdict was read. His spirits was high. Torey now faces more than 22 years in prison, which will be determined during sentencing at a later date. Sources connected to the case tell us Torey's lawyers were in touch with the immigration officials before the guilty verdict and were told they've been informed there's a strong likelihood he will be forced to leave the country. This marks the conclusion of a wild 2 weeks in court, which we saw a handful of witnesses take the stand and recount what they saw happen on the fateful night. Megan herself obviously testified, squarely pointing the finger at Torey. She says she saw Torey with the gun, explaining she remembers him firing at her from his Cadillac Escalade and claims he shouted, "Dance, bitch, dance." All right. We don't have to continue with the reading. There we have it. Woo! I ain't gonna lie. This is very surprising. Very, very surprising to me. Just because it's usually not what you know, what you can prove. So in my opinion, which I'm not an expert, when I'm watching all the reports, and everybody did a good job of reporting, I must say. The thing that's confusing me, because I actually understand how Torey's family feels. Like, I understand why they would feel that way. There was a lot of lies told on the stand. I'm assuming that maybe the deliberation, the jurors, obviously they recalled for the transcripts of Kelsey, because Kelsey told her side of the story privately to the prosecution, then in court said she lied. Obviously they must have felt that the actual testimony that she did prior to court in September, they must have felt that they gonna rock with that. We had a witness say that they saw the girl shoot the gun, but Torey shot in the air. So I could see maybe the criminal negligence, shooting the gun. I'm confused. I would love to hear an explanation, but I don't know if we can get an explanation from the jury. Now we have Megan's testimony. We all know what Megan's testimony was. He shot right at me. She said she put her head down. She didn't necessarily see him shoot, but she saw him with the gun. That's what she said. To me, it was a lot of inconsistencies in her testimony, and just in the interviews and being on live. I can't say that Torey had inconsistencies because Torey didn't take the stand. So, it is what it is at this point, man. Torey's probably gonna have to go to jail. He's probably gonna try to appeal it, so that way he doesn't have to face deportation. Everybody is guilty of a narrative, trying to spin a narrative in this case. Torey tried to spin a narrative with the album. Megan tried to spin a lot of narratives. I'm not gonna lie, I'm shocked. I thought it was gonna be a 3-0 verdict. I'm thoroughly confused on how this goes to a 3-0. People were suspecting a 3-0 Torey sweep. I'm confused on how it flips to a 3-0. Like to me, there's no solid proof. Nobody's story on the prosecution was consistent. The hairstylist, the bodyguard didn't show up. But hey, it is what it is. They said Torey's family said it was an injustice. It's on Torey and the family, man. I can't. It's not my job to go to bat for him. I do think that the verdict is definitely surprising in my non-expert opinion. So I want y'all down below to tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think that this is a fucked up actual verdict? Do y'all think that the jurors, they fucked up? What do we think? What do we think happened in that jury room? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, share, subscribe, hit that comment button, hit the comments. Let's talk. And we out, baby. Boom!
Our Daddy channel. Subscribe to our Daddy channel.